Catherine Fulvio, and today I'm making chicken Asian salad wraps. Perfect for the summer, and it's part of our Stop Food Waste Challenge. You know, nobody wants to waste food, but the important thing to remember is how you can store it properly. So use your freezer, use your fridge properly. When you're using your freezer, do label it and date it so that you know how to keep rotating. Don't let your freezer become a black hole that everything just gets buried down the bottom of. I know, I've been that soldier too over the years. But the other thing is, it's amazing what you can freeze. Did you know you can freeze eggs? Now you have to take them out of the shell. You can freeze cream. You can freeze chopped onions. You can freeze wraps. Today I'm using my wraps from my freezer. I'm also using chicken that I had frozen. I've defrosted it safely in my fridge, and then I actually just cooked it in a little bit of stock because I want some poached chicken for today. You'll also be using maybe leftover chicken for this recipe. With regards to what's in your fridge, try and bring in the policy of first in, first out. So whatever goes in first, make sure that comes out so that you're within the date. But you know something that's really useful, if I can show you? If you hop on to stopfoodwaste.ie, they have this brilliant A to Z of foods. Look at this, you see? And there you have all the information on how to store, how to use all the different key ingredients that we would use in our diets. Really, really brilliant piece of information. I'd highly recommend it. You know, when you're just looking for a decent chicken sandwich, this is it. This has those beautiful Asian flavors built into it. And I was rooting around my store cupboard because you have to keep using up what's in your store cupboard as well. Everything has a sell-by date. And sure, I had, look, a bit of soy sauce, bit of sesame, little bit of hoisin sauce, and I thought I'll make a really nice dressing with that. So we have here some sesame oil. In we go with that. Love a bit of sesame oil. I have some lemon juice, soy sauce, sweet chili sauce, and the hoisin sauce. And that there is our salad dressing. Really quick, really easy. Just give it a nice stir around and away we go. Now, what can you put in these wraps? Anything you want. So as I mentioned earlier, here's my chicken. And all I did was, in this case, I poached it off with some stock. The stock then I use later to make soup. Nothing wasted. But you know what? If you had a bit of roast chicken left, this is a brilliant way to use up the roast chicken. So all I'm doing is I'm shredding it. So 2 forks just to shred. You just hold with 1 fork and pull down with the other. Nice and easy to do. I love this because it's just nice to have something that's a little different. And it just gives me great, I suppose, satisfaction using the little bits of things I have in the fridge. So what was I finding in the fridge today? Oh, I had some carrots left over because, you know, you always buy a bag of carrots. You're never going to go and buy 1 carrot. That'd be ridiculous. So had some carrots. I just grated that because I think the grated carrot would be nice in here. And sure, I had some sweet corn left over from something else I was cooking, and I have some fresh tomatoes that I want to use up. So I have them, and in the store cupboard I found some cashew nuts. I thought I'd put them in as well because I think that'll be nice for texture in it as well. And some spring onions, because again, when you go shopping, the spring onions are sold in a bundle. You'd never go in and buy 1 spring onion. So I have some spring onions left, and I have a little bit of pak choy because again, quite often they're sold in pairs, and I only needed 1 for a stir fry that I was doing the other day. So I have 1 pak choy left over. But you could put shredded cabbage in here, maybe a little bit of red cabbage would be nice in here, and leave it sitting in the dressing for a while to soften. So there's lots you can do. If you're using salad in here, if you can at all, if you can grow your own, that is brilliant because then you just pull off the leaves as you need them, and quite often you can get the cut and come again one and it starts to grow again, so you get value for the whole summer out of your head of lettuce. But in any case, I tend to buy, if I am buying, I'll buy a head of lettuce rather than a bag of lettuce because it lasts for longer. Now to prepare our veggies, these are already washed. So we're going with, I'd say 2 spring onions will do, and I have a plan for that one. So we'll just trim the end here, and here I have my little caddy, my little brown bin caddy, and in it goes in there into my compost. And at least then I'm doing something for the environment by composting what I don't need. Obviously I want to put as little as possible in the compost anyway. I want to use it on my table. I want to be able to eat what my leftovers, not throw them out. So we have our spring onions, and I'm going to pop them into our bowl here. That choice not to everybody's taste. So like I'm saying, you could also use like a cabbage in here. It's no problem. It's what you like yourself. Into the caddy. And off we go. And that's that. Pop that in. You can have this just as a salad on its own as well. You don't have to have it with the wraps. Now, the next thing, the little bit of sweet corn that I had left, pop that in. I'm going to put in the carrot that I shredded. And the tomatoes that I had left over. So they're just quartered already. And the chicken. And I am just going to sprinkle a little bit of salt on it. I have some herbs that I want to put in as well. So a little bit of coriander would be nice in there. Keep a little bit for garnish at the end. Now, just mix it all together. If I can just bring this over to you, I want to show you the wonderful colours in there. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? Beautiful, healthy, colourful food, perfect for the summer, and using your leftovers. Win, win. Okay, the dressing will darken everything a little bit, but it'll flavour it beautifully. So in goes our dressing. I don't put too much dressing in because it's quite strong in flavour, so just make sure it's just nicely coated but not soaked in the dressing. That's perfect. I'm happy with that. And then I have my nuts to finish. Here's my wraps, all nicely laid out, almost ready for eating. But these are brilliant for a picnic as well. Now, if you are taking them on a picnic, why not get yourself some decent storage containers? These are brilliant, not just for the picnics, but also for your leftover food in your fridge and freezer. Put them aside, and we'll just build up our wraps. There's no fancy way around this. They just go into the wrap like this. Be nice and generous. Nicely. They look amazing. I am so happy with those. So now, my nuts, don't forget my cashew nuts. Optional, of course. Sesame seeds would be nice in here as well. And just pop a few on, because I just think that'd be nice just to finish it all off. And then our chopped coriander on top. So these are my chicken Asian salad wraps. For this recipe and lots more information on the Stop Food Waste Challenge, go to stopfoodwaste.ie.